should put it on now, dude.
Huh?
Should put it on now
Yeah.
and let people...
It's live.
It's live?
It's live. Yeah, it's live. I think it's live. Where's my Shazing? Where's my Shazing? Call it. La da 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 da. Beep ba 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 ba. Oh my God, where's the? Come on. Okay. Oh. Okay. There we go. Boa noite. Can you say boa noite, children? Boa noite. That's what you're gonna say after the story. Shishi kama after this, okay? Direitinho for bed. And I don't want to hear nothing. Oh, I'm thirsty. You drink enough water, okay? You're going to make shishina kama, please. I've got everything I need. Un Shazing from Shagoriana. And this beautiful teacup. Available on shopportuguese.com. What only? And I got Blasha Marias. Also available on shopportuguese.com. Okay. We're going to wait a couple of minutes. Let everybody show up. Let's say hello. Boa noite, Mississauga. Hello. João Paul. Hello. Boa noite. Boa noite. Is everybody okay? Hello from New Jersey. Consola. Ei, sacana. Porra. Excuse me, senor. I don't even know you. Sandy Martins. You guys are so cool. That's right. Me first. I'm very cool. Hello, mate. Good night, mate, from Australia. Beautiful Australia. Hello from Etobicoke. Say that 5 times fast, huh? You have the SARS virus. No. No SARS virus for me, my friend. Not yet, anyway. Boa noite. Hello, Terrace. Whoa, I got some friends from British Columbia over here. Melissa Costa. Hello, Melissa. Shad San Miguel. That's right, my friend. Shagoriana. The only tea plantation in Europe. You don't believe me? Faz o Google. Pode ver. Hello, hey, Victor De Silva's watching. Beautiful. Waterloo. We're going to be in that area pretty soon. Raymond Pilot. Hey, Raymond, my friend. Shane. You sold me my TV. It broke. Hello from Rhode Island. Okay, we got a lot of people over here. Tough rock, Miss. Oh. Okay, we're going to read a bedtime story today. This book we're going to read, and because it's backwards, you guys are not going to be able to see them. It's just Little Critters Bedtime Story Book. Beautiful, so nice. I bought it in the dollar store. Okay. Where are we going to start with? Okay, my friends. It's getting late, said Mom. Time for bed. Bedtime's my favorite time. I should get to go to bed later, said Little Critter, because I'm older. I don't want to go upstairs alone, Little Sister complained. I can already tell she's the shotter. She keeps me awake, said Little Critter. I do not. I go right to sleep, said Little Sister. I don't think she's telling the truth. I think she's a big liar. Okay, Daddy Pop's saying over here. Let's see what the father does. Hey, call it, please. Dad settled the arguments. You're both going to bed, so go on. Little Critter and Little Sister marched upstairs, brushed their teeth, and got into bed. Good night, sleep tight, said Mom and Dad. They turned out the lights, but Little Sister was not one bit tired. What'd I tell you? She's going to be the troublemaker. Tu vais ver. Ooh, boy. I can't sleep without my beer, complained Little Sister. Já vai ela. It already starts. I left it downstairs. On top of it all, she's esquecida. Little Critter yawned, so go and get it. I'm scared to go downstairs alone. Little Critter sighed and went to get Little Sister's bear. What a nice guy. He got back into bed. This is my brown bear, Little Sister frowned. I sleep with the pink one. Oh my God. You'd be sleeping outside the window if that was me, querida. You're lucky your brother's a nice guy. Okay, said Little Critter. If I get the pink one, will you go to sleep? Yes, I hope so. This time, Little Critter brought the pink bear. He got into bed one more time. I take my fuzzy blankets downstairs too, said Little Sister. Why didn't you tell me that before? Yeah, why not? I didn't think of it, said little sister. Of course, because she's can't see that. You don't need all that stuff in your bed to sleep, little critter said. You're too fussy. What does fussy mean? Asked little sister. Fussy means like you're a sportingista or portista. You're very fussy. I'll tell you a story about a fuzzy princess, and then you'll know, answered little critter. Now it's going to get good, okay? Once upon a time, a long, long time ago, there was a fuzzy princess. Fuzzy or fussy? If she was fuzzy, she was definitely Portuguese, okay? Who couldn't sleep unless everything was just right. She had to have her favorite blanket and all her dolls on her bed. You're telling a story about me. I don't like stories about me, said little sister. Are you a princess who lived a long, long time ago? Asked little critter. He's my friend. I like this guy. Well, no, admitted little sister. Then this story is not about you, okay? Shetyoza? I added that part. Little critter went on. The princess had to have everything just so at night. And she was no picnic during the day either. All of her dresses had to be perfectly pressed. Sounds like my wife. And if they had even the slightest wrinkle, she threw a fit. That's definitely my wife. One day, a big dragon who lived in the mountain flew down to the castle. He had heard about the fussy princess and how her servants took care of her. It sounded like a good deal to him, and he liked the castle when he saw it. So he decided to move in, just like my brother-in-law. The first thing he did was throw out the king and his family. Oh, isto que era bom. Tu levavas puta para essa cara, tu dá-nos roda. The royal family spent the night in the barn. The princess had to sleep with cows, donkeys, sheep, and chickens. Needless to say, she didn't sleep a wink. Oh, querida, you gonna make it one night to San Miguel. That's my childhood growing up from age 2 to 7. Anyway, when the farmer found the family the next morning, he threw them out for trespassing. That night, they had to sleep under a tree. Tristeza, poor things. I bet it rained, little sister chimed in. That's right. Excuse me. That's right, little critter nodded. It rained and they got all wet. The princess didn't sleep that night either. Of course she didn't. By the third night, the princess was a mess. Her gown was torn and dirty, and it was ever wrinkled. Not only had her family been thrown out of the castle, but the dragon had her favorite blanqueta and her dolls, and the blacks too. Oh my God. This was too much. The princess threw a fit, just like a real Portuguese princesa. She screamed until her father promised to go and get her things from the dragon, and that's why she's so spoiled today. When I scream, Daddy makes me go sit in our room, said little sister. Little critter continued. Her father went to the castle, pounded on the door, and told the dragon to open up. And that's just what the dragon did. He opened the door and blew his fiery breath at the king. The king went back to his family under the tree, defeated and slightly scorched, just like a sportingista. So the princess made up her mind to do something herself. She would sneak into the castle that night when everyone was asleep, because she's a malcriada. It was very late when she reached the castle. She crept upstairs to her room and found the dragon sleeping in her bed with her favorite blanket and all of her dolls. Boy, was she mad. Wasn't she scared, little sister wondered? Of course, little critter said. But she was even more angry than scared. The princess was so angry that she went to the laundry room and got a bucket of soapy water and Lysol, guaranteed. She threw it right in the sleeping dragon's face. Pimba! The dragon woke up with a snort and a sputter. Now you're gonna get it, the dragon said to the princess. He glared at the princess and showed her his fangs. Now the princess was more scared than angry, said little critter. She backed away toward the door. The dragon took a deep breath to blow the fire at her, but all that came out were soapy bubbles. The princess had put out his fire. What did the dragon do? Asked little sister. He cried, just like a portista, said little critter. No one had ever put out this fire before, and without it he couldn't be ferocious. He cried and he cried. Could you think? The king and the queen were worried sick when they discovered that the princess was missing. They figured she had gone to the castle, so they ran there as fast as they could. You can imagine their surprise when they burst in and found their daughter comforting a crying dragon. Were they mean to the dragon? Asked little sister. No. After he apologized for being so awful, they invited him back to stay as a guest. Again, just like my brother-in-law. Anyway, said little critter, the princess was so happy to be back in the castle that she decided not to be fussy anymore. She realized it didn't matter if her favorite blanket was in the right spot or if one of her dolls was in another room. Moral of the story, don't be a shotter. Is that all? Asked little sister. That's it. Now go to bed. But I can't sleep without my fuzzy blanket. Didn't you understand the story? Little critter asked. This guy's got a lot of paciencia. Yes, I did, replied little sister. But I'm not a princess, and there's no dragon in my bed. Little critter groaned. If I get your fuzzy blanket, you promise to go to sleep? Yes. If also you give me a drink of water on the way back. What did I tell you about the agua? I'm telling you, she's going to make shishi in the cama, guaranteed. Little sister was still not asleep. What are you doing? Little critter asked. Nothing, said little sister. Munch, munch. Oh my God, she's eating in bed too. Oh my God. You're eating something. Give me a cookie, said little critter. No. Did you ever hear the story about the bear who wouldn't share? No. Then I'm going to tell you, little critter said. Essa porca gente eating cookies. You don't eat cookies in bed, okay? Don't do that. Once upon a time, Mr. Bear made pies and jams and all sorts of good things to eat and stored them in the back of his cave. You see, bears sleep all winter, just like construction workers when they get laid off. And he wanted to make sure there would be a nice breakfast waiting for him when he woke up in the spring. He ate dinner, put on his soft pajamas, and crawled into bed, com tooth, ready for long winter's rest, voilà, querido. But he hadn't dozed off for more than a month when he was awakened by a loud knock on the door. Boom, boom, boom. There, hard on his doorstep, was a little critter. Kitcha-ding. The little critter cried, "Please, Mr. Bear, would you please let me come in? It has been the coldest winter ever, and I'm half frozen and half starved." The bear thought it over. "You can come in if you like," he said, "but I'm just a poor bear, and I have nothing to eat." This is smart base, Portuguese, okay? Never tell people how much money you have. The malo is multi-stewed, okay? All right. "That's not true," little sister cried. "He has all those pies and other stuff he was saving." "There we go, little sister, big mouth, shityosa." "I know," said little critter. "Just listen." The bear let the little critter sleep on the rug by the fireplace. Then he crawled back into his own bed. But soon he was awakened by another banging on the door. Boom, boom, boom. Now there was a family of cold, hungry rabbits on his doorstep. "Bimba, put them in a panela. Nice gizav." "I will let you in to warm yourself," said the bear, "but I can't spare anything to eat." So the rabbit snuggled down into the wash tub. Then the bear went back to sleep. "I don't like that bear," said little sister, reaching for another cookie. Of course she'd say that, because she doesn't work. She doesn't know what she's talking about. "He was pretty selfish," agreed little critter. Before long, there was still more banging on the door. This time, there were all sorts of forest animals on the doorstep. Boom, boom, boom. "Come in," Mr. Bear told them. "But there's no food." The cave was crowded by this time, but everyone found a place to sleep. Then, "What's a conscience?" asked little sister. "Yeah, what is a conscience?" "The part of you that tells you to be fair and to do good things," explained little critter. "Oh, okay, zuzoosh." "Oh," said little sister, "the conscience, or zuzoosh, asked the bear how he could just lie there like a big lump of fur and let the other animals starve." The bear tried to stick up for himself. He said, "If I feed them all, I won't have anything left to eat in spring. Then I'll be hungry." "Sweet dreams to you, then," grumbled the conscience, and disappeared. Suddenly, but his dreams weren't sweet, said little critter. They were all about those hungry animals. Suddenly, the bear jumped out of bed. "I just remembered," he said. "I have a whole storeroom full of good things to eat." He threw open the storeroom door and told everyone to dig in. Then he went back to bed and he slept soundly, like a son thing, of course, because the Zeus was talking to him and told him to do the right thing. Finally, spring came and the bear woke up. He rubbed his eyes and looked around. No one was there. They had all gone back to their homes. He looked into his storeroom, but all that was left was one wrinkled apple. Good God, not even a thing of grapes, nada. Not even a popsicle. Po! The bear was terribly hungry, and he was left wondering what he was going to do when he noticed a pile of letters that had been stuck under his door. He opened one and read it. It said, "Dear Mr. Bear, thank you for sharing your delicious food this winter. When you wake up in the spring, you must come to my house for breakfast. Sincerely, the little critter who stayed in your cave." The bear opened more letters, said Little Critter, and each letter was more wonderful than the last. Someone even promised to bring a feast right to his cave. The Holy Ghost. He was going to be a mordom. A big tear came to Mr. Bear's eye, and he thought, why, I have everything I could ever want this spring. Food and friends. Here, said Little Sister, passing him the box of cookies. Hey, there's only one cookie left, said Little Critter. That's because you told such a long story, Little Sister answered. The end. Moral of the story is, don't be a shotter like the Little Sister, but be a good guy. Huh? I hope you guys enjoyed my story. Little Critter's Bedtime Story book by Mercer Mayer. Okay? Tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock in the morning, don't forget to tune into Facebook. We have a brand new sketch that's going to debut às 10 horas. Okay, now I say goodnight to everybody. I want to get my Shazam, my Blasha Maria, some shout out here. Diolina, stop learning Portuguese. I'm sorry, querida. Next time. Hello from Perth, Australia. Hello, hello. Hello, Elisa. Hello from Harrow, Canada. Hello from New Jersey. Everybody okay? Tá tudo okay? Don't forget, everybody, social distancing, okay? Keep yourself away from everybody. Hola from Rehoboth. I want to wish everybody a beautiful night. Stay safe out there. Don't touch your face. I gotta go wash my face now. I gotta wash my hands. Pooh. Okay. Good night, everybody. I love you. Thanks for tuning in. If there's a book that maybe you want us to read, let me know in the comments, and maybe we'll read a book for you guys, okay? Okay, então, tá já. Thank you. Good night. Boa noite, Facebook. How do I do this? What does this do, this thing? Finish.